Hey Dreamers, this is Jade and I'm here for my December daily 2023 preparations. And I have what I need to at least get my album started. This was the last December daily I did was in 2020. This was the album I created. I was unable to finish it because I ended up getting sick. I did just do a flip through. I never did before of what was in here. So I will link that above if you want to go back and watch that first. But I'm going to be getting my album together. Since I did use like these rings, I really enjoyed that. However, even with me not being able to finish, it was already getting to be full. So this year I will be using these little rings and hoping that they will fit everything here. So I've already cut out my chipboard. I have decided on a 4x6 album. However, this is just a little bit taller and a little bit wider to allow for space on the side with the holes and all that kind of stuff, and for it to get thick, because I do plan on using dimensional elements in this December daily. So I do believe that the length is 6 1/4. Yes, 6 1/4, and the width is 4 1/2. So that should allow me plenty of room to get my holes punched. And then once the paper's in and I start decorating and it starts getting fuller, that and it starts growing, that it should allow it to fit nicely with the rest of the papers, which I will cut down a little bit smaller. So let's go ahead and get the front covers and the back cover decorated. I've chosen this paper from the let me show you. It's the Recollections paper I just picked up from Michael's. I got it when it was on sale. It's still on sale now, actually. It's 40% off. And I am saying this at November 16th at 2:28 p.m. So I don't know what it'll be. Perhaps it'll be even more off later. I don't know, but it's called Candy Brights. And I have said, I don't know how many times, that I enjoy holiday paper that is non-traditional in the colors. So like Halloween, I enjoyed pastels, Christmas pastels instead of the typical red and green. So I did want to go with this. The last time I did, I also did the same thing. I used the Snow and Cocoa collection from, I think it's crepe paper, but don't quote me on that. Same like the pastel color deal. Anyway, so I am using these papers for the cover, and these will be on the inside if they fit. I've done some pre-cutting, but but sometimes I cut stuff and it is just not the right size. So we'll see how it works out. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take here what I need, and everything else I'm just going to move aside. I did go ahead and pull out some things that I thought I might use to stick in as papers. I cut down the elements in the paper, all kinds of stuff. So let's get this out of the way and just work on this. And so far, and yeah, so I'm probably going to just work, and I will speed you all up on this part of the process. So if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those below. Okay, I need to get the cover decorated, so I have that here. I just pulled out a few things I may or may not use. So some of these, I told you I'm probably going to use a deer. So I pulled out these deer ephemera from the Frosty collection from, what do you call it? Pretty Little Studio. So here and here, and then a couple of sayings or word phrases here. Also from the Frosty collection by Pretty Little Studio, which, if I'm not mistaken, is half off right now. So go check them out if you're interested in this. PrettyLittleStudio.com, if I'm not mistaken. And I got a whole bunch of stuff from them a while ago. So, and I'm putting it to use now, hopefully. And then I did pull out one thing from the Vicky Booten Warm Wishes collection. This came out a couple years ago. Some scrap music paper. It's like a Christmas book I found in a thrift store or something. And so yeah, and some washi tape. Let's get started. I want to keep this relatively simple, but who knows. So let's just do it. Okay, so this is kind of working for me, but this, I think, is blending into the paper behind, so I need some pop of color. I pulled out some flowers from an old ephemera pack that I got from, not Studio Calico, but Citrus Twist kits. And then also from the Gingham collection, Gingham Garden collection. So, I'm going to see if one of these will work for me. And so we can finish this up because it's getting late. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so I have the front decorated, and I decided instead of trying to fit this up here, which it will fit, that I'm going to put this in here. But I do want something else in here, and I haven't decided what. So until I get that down, I'm just going to put this to the side over here, and I'm just gonna have to come back and figure that out. In the meantime, I did go ahead and cut down the papers to the appropriate size that I need. So these are 4 by 4¼ by 6. Some of them are just pieces. I got out a little baggie that I used last year. Some of these pastel colored what do you call these, index cards, some vellum, some Christmas music paper. Let's put that. And then these are the papers from the Candy Brights collection. And then, yeah, these are all Candy Brights. Most of it is Candy Brights. And then there's a few I chose from the Snow and Cocoa collection, since I still have plenty of that paper. So I'm just going to arrange these, and then we'll get them punched and put in the thing. And so, yeah, I'm going to put it on fast forward. Okay, it's late, so let's finish this up. Here's the cover. It's all done. I have my papers in the order punched. It's probably way more than I need, so I may go down and call this. These will just be on the side for when I want to add them in. And what I do need to do is add a pocket in the back of this, so I can stick, and I don't even know if this will fit. I know some of it will fit, but some of this other stuff, I'm not sure. Let me get the, okay. Now the glassine bags are smaller, so I thought I was going to put one of those, but I'm just going to stick with this. Let me find the opening is here. So let's peel this off and make sure I'm not covering that hole. Alright. Okay, so now I can stick these like little tags and stuff that I cut. Although some of these are entirely too wide, so this is not going to go in here. But let's see what will. Those will. Okay, so I took out the pieces that were entirely too big, that won't fit in here. And I am putting the tags and stuff that will. So if I have cause to use them to decorate or something, I can do that. I can just come back here and grab. This is a little too wide. And I may shift some of the stuff from my last one into here as well. So now let's get them all together. Yeah, I just counted. I have way more paper than I need. So I'm going to stick these back here. And we're just going to go for it anyway. And some of the stuff I can take out as needed and change around, because I may want to, since all of the papers have, most of the papers have white on the back, I may, you know, do something about that or whatever. So let's get this started. There we go. Jeez. This took forever, way longer than I wanted it to take, but I'm happy with the way that it turned out. If you have any comments or questions about anything, feel free to leave those below. I used a lot of stuff here. Some of this stuff I know I can find links for. Well, let me not say that. Some of this stuff I hope I can find links for. Some of this stuff I will not be able to, I'm sure. So I'll do my best. If you're interested in anything, you can check below in the description box. I trust that everyone has been safe and well. If you enjoy this content, then please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye! Okay, I've decided how I want to decorate the inside cover. It's going to be super simple. I found this die cut in my Christmas stash of ephemera and stuff like that. So it was hard because I saw this sweater thing that I had, but it was like the same colors. That is this paper here. So it's going to blend right in. This one at least has this pink or like this kind of peachy tone around it, so it stands out. So I'm gonna put that there and get back here and get out the labels that I printed out yesterday on my label maker, and I think I'm just going to do that. Let me see if I like it better up top or bottom. Now I think I'll like it better up top. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this down and then get this all pasted in and stuff. Okay, that's all done. Not gonna mess with it anymore. I went through last night. It was getting late, so I'm doing this over the course of 2 days. I went through last night and went through the papers and took out stuff that kind of didn't go together because I just shoved them together really fast to get it done. So like I had 2 papers that were very similar, like Christmas trees, and then like papers that had writing all over it. And so I went through and took some stuff out. And so yeah, I'll do a final flip through now of what I have in here so far, and I may or may not rearrange things as I go along in December Daily. So let's go ahead and do that. You saw the cover, saw the inside cover. So we're starting off with this vellum here. And then this sheet of paper diagonals. This is from the Candy Brights collection. This one, these trees are from Snow and Cocoa. So like here is where I removed one because I had a trees paper from the Candy Brights collection. I like this one better, so I just left that one. And then I have some music paper here, some of those like little peppermint candies, Candy Brights collection, and this is from the Snow and Cocoa collection. It's just like some checked paper here, some more vellum. One of the bags that I have in my stash, I just found some more too, so I may incorporate one of those. We'll see how it goes. See, this is one of the writings that I was talking about, and then there's another one. They were like they were shoved together, so I split them up because I think I like both of them. So yeah. And then this is just like a pale green paper. This is from the Candy Brights collection. As you can see up here is a little bit of an ornament. It has like all these ornaments at the top and then just this pale green at the bottom. I decided I like the pale green, but the way I cut it, well, the way it needed to be cut, it left a little bit of that. So I can always cover that up or whatever. I don't know. So we'll see. And then this is from Snow and Cocoa. I like that pale pink. Okay, see, this is the other words one. This is from the Candy Brights collection, Snow and Cocoa. And of course the Candy Brights collection, some more of that music paper. This is from Snow and Cocoa. I kind of like this block, and I like this distressed look they have kind of going on in the paper. And more vellum, and that's what I have as far as the papers that are in here. So we'll see how it all goes. And here are some of the cut aparts and things that I may use as I am completing this journal for the year. So we'll see. I just have some washi tape, kind of goes with the colors. And this was a gift from Karen, shout out to her. And here are some of the cut aparts from the Candy Brights collection that'll actually fit in this pocket. There's some more I have over there. I think I may cut those down because they won't fit as is in the actual notebook anyway, much less this pocket. So, and then I just put some holes in, sorry, I'm all out of frame. I just put some holes in some, what do you call these things? Index cards that kind of go with the colors in this. So yeah, so that is what is back there to hold some of the decorative elements. These are the ones that are entirely too big. And then I have a box of, like I said, Christmas ephemera. So hopefully I'll get to use a lot of that stuff up. And I'm probably just, like I said, going to go through and cut down some of this stuff. So even if I wanted to use it, it could fit. Although it looks like if I just punched holes in this would fit. So anyway, rambling, and yeah, that is it for my December daily 2023 preparations. And I will see you all in December. Sure, we'll be doing process videos for this. I don't know if every day will be a process video. However, I'll probably try to do as much as I can. So I will catch you in that video. I trust that everyone is safe and well, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.